Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy will be from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then at the end I will read from the book. And I'm debuting a new deck on my channel today, the Mindscapes Tarot by John Rice. He created all of these artworks by hand, and they're really beautiful, so I hope you enjoy it. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. There's one card that flipped out here. Number 14, which corresponds to the Temperance card in the major arcana of the tarot. Temperance talking about, well, Sagittarius energy, and it talks about this process of alchemization where we are transforming something from one state of being into another state of being. I like to use the example of turning pain into power. But sometimes when we transmute things, especially if we're empaths, right? I'll be around people and, you know, they'll be going through something and they'll give me some information or experience some emotions. And I literally, it's almost like I act as this kind of purifier, like a water purifier, right? Like, let's take out all the things that don't belong. And when I give it back to you, it's almost like I need you to see how beautiful a human being you are, and this is why, and or the information you gave me, this is what we're going to learn from it. These are the lessons, right? Because if you're going to trust me with something like that and knowing who I am, then you're going to hear it, right? Because otherwise, why are you in my office? Why are you in my space? Why are you, you know, that kind of thing. So that's kind of how I look at it, especially when people come to me with their problems. It's like, if you just want somebody to listen, you can go find somebody else for that. Because we're speaking through spirit at this time. And I don't know why I just launched into that. Like that felt very what's the word? Spirit gave me the word proselytizing. That was not what I meant to do. It was like came out. It just was like coming out. I couldn't stop it almost. Maybe I've had too much caffeine. But no, I feel as though it was almost like I was almost irritated by the idea of it, which is not what the Temperance card is all about at all. The Temperance card is about patience. Patience with that process. So there could be something to it, Gemini. Maybe you're just tired. Maybe you're tired of being the empath for people. Maybe you're tired of being the one that people come to for advice and then they don't take your advice. And then, you know what? Truth be told. Truth be told. I think this is where we're going. See, Spirit always brings it back for me. It's like, here I am. I'm showing you the truth of things. Can you take it? And maybe that's a theme that's kind of going on in your life right now. But I don't necessarily feel like it's you having to take it. I feel like it's you dishing it. Like people coming to you for advice or wise words or something. And Gemini has the answers and they can see things from a mile away, but are those people listening to you? And if they're not, it's like, why did you bother wasting my time? So I kind of feel this kind of energy, which is not to say that you're not generous with your love and your time and your attention, but maybe there's a person or a situation that you just they've asked you one too many times for advice and they haven't listened to it a single time. And you could be kind of like, look, like this is where I'm at the end of my rope here. Somebody could be feeling this about you, but I feel like it's the other way around. That was a weird thing that just happened through me, right? Because when I transmute energy, it's like I realize I'm doing it, but I don't overthink it. It's just a natural part of who I am as an empath. But there are times when it's very tiring, and I feel as though, like, there's something about this owl's eyes. It's kind of like a, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this? That's what I feel, Gemini. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. At the end, I will pull a card of advice from Spirit. Whoa! Okay, yeah. Half of them fell into my lap, but that's all right. Just give me a second. Okay, 5 cards on the table, 1 more. Ooh, and there are so many air cards. 1 more, please, Spirit. Yeah. Yep. Yep. 1 more, please, Spirit. Got 2 more. I'll take the last one as part of your overall energy. 10 of stones in reverse. 10 of pentacles. The 10 of pentacles is usually an amazing card. In the upright, it talks about abundance of all kinds. Good health, firm foundation, finances in order, just everything. Just like happy home life, happy family, good soul tribe. It's interesting. I'm trying to discern what this depiction is. It almost looks like somebody going out into the middle of some ruins, old ruins, and maybe finding some kind of treasure, right? But you got this card in reverse as part of your overall energy. Kind of maybe still in search of that place and space that will satisfy you, that will bring some stability. Just heard stability. It's not that it eludes you, but I think maybe how you define happiness and stability is starting to evolve, to change and evolve. In the past energy, 2 cards of your suit. The 6 of Spires in this deck is the 6 of Swords. Air sign energy. 6 of Spires, 6 of Swords talks about those times when we know that we're in a situation that is not serving us, that's not good for us, and so it might even be a little chaotic, and so we move away from that, knowingly airlift, Spirit just said, airlift ourselves out of that situation and move on to something a little bit more manageable, a little bit more calm, something that makes sense. In the past energy, you got this card in reverse, clarified by one of the most difficult cards in the deck, the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. So look at this, right? We see this theme of bridges in this card, and here the bridge is severed. 3 of Swords is the heartbreak, heartache card. A disappointment card. It's something, and you got this card in the upright. It's something from your past that feels unfair, feels unfinished. You don't understand why it had to come to pass. It's hurtful, and maybe this is not something that you talk about very often, but you feel as though, so I was like, why did I have to go through that? I feel that sentence just coming out. Why did I have to experience that? Haven't I experienced enough? Isn't there, you know, have I not learned these kinds of lessons? It's like, I work so hard to traverse this landscape of life, and to be met with something like this is just, what else? What, you know? What else is there? And it's almost like I wanted to stop myself because we never want to manifest the what else is there, right? We want to try and be in a space of gratitude. Sometimes, especially with energy like this, it's very hard. What is this Three of Spires all about? You know, and it could be like literally not being able to build the bridge of connection to a person, where you thought that bridge was there, but it wasn't. Can I have a clarifier, please? Thank you. Knight of Tides, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is very authentic and brings a gesture of love or friendship. This is, I think, where you were standing. You were standing on this boat. You were moving forward towards somebody with an authentic gesture. As authentic as you could muster. It's the worst, too, when we come towards someone with authenticity and we just get this in return. It happens. It's life. It sucks. This is not an easy reading, Gemini. You get some really intense readings, Gemini, I have to say. In the present energy, number 15 of the Major Arcana, the Devil. Capricorn energy. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Devil card talks about codependency, addiction, negative self-talk, negativity in general, fear, disillusionment. Spirit just said disillusionment, where the things start to break down and it's a rude awakening. It's interesting. There's nothing inherently scary about this card. It's like, if you just looked at it, it just looks like a cool night scene, right? Wet streets and busyness. But it's like the seedy underbelly. I feel as though there's something about the reflection here and I'm being drawn to. I mean, it's almost like maybe there are some truths that are reflecting back to you that are waking you up to something that you had accepted as part of your reality that is no longer relevant. Like a false narrative. That's what Spirit is giving me. Like a story that was sold to you or that you bought into. Terminology like that. Like you know, always believed, and it could be about your family, it could be about yourself, that you always believed and it just turned out to not be true. And I mean, maybe it's a good thing that it's not true, but it's almost like maybe you're lamenting the fact that you spent so much of your life believing that it was. So let me give you an example. If like one of your family members once told you that you were never going to amount to anything, which is hard to believe because if they knew you at all, I mean, Geminis are literally brilliant. So that's their stupidity, right? But if somebody implanted a story in you since you were young and said you were not going to amount to anything, and you brought that with you into your whole life, and only now realizing that was not true at all. That was their jealousy or their judgment or their pettiness that tried to keep me down. It could be one of those things that you hold on to and it's hard to let go, right? But you're trying. 10 of Spires, 10 of Swords. I mean, these are the two toughest cards. I mean, these are the three toughest cards in tarot. 78 cards, and you got the, lucky you, right? You got the trifecta. But both of these cards are in the upright. When the cards are in the upright, it means they're temporary and we're moving past them now. You are coming face to face with this difficult energy and you're moving past it. 10 of Spires is when we've just been flattened. It's like, yes, the truth has been shown to us in a really intense way. And the only place we can go now is up. So there's like, it's like, try to find comfort in that. But you're moving past this energy because both the cards are in the upright. It's not easy. And I know that you know exactly what this is referring to. Can I get a clarifier, please? Spirit, can you give me some advice for this present energy? How can we help Gemini to further heal? Look, see? This is a major arcana I love to see. The Emperor, number 4, Aries energy. The Emperor has the power of all 4 kings of the tarot. So it's this sense that you are in control. Now, there might have been a time when you weren't, when the story was carrying you along, but Spirit is saying take back that control. The Emperor is a card of control. Spirit is saying take back that control. It's like building the wall to hold it all back. Now, when I say wall, Gemini, I don't mean for you to put up a wall against other people and close people out. That's not what I'm saying. But it's almost like building a wall of protection where you only allow things through that are appropriate for you. And that includes things like family and friends and love and the people that have supported you. Like, we do not exist in a vacuum. There are people who have loved us and supported us, even if it's not that many people, 1 or 2 very close friends, but they were your friends. Don't shut those people out, and in fact, let them in. Let them into this, what you've been through. Let them in, let them see it, right? So that you don't have to kind of hold it on your own. But this is Spirit's advice to you. It's kind of like, step into your power. You're extremely powerful. This doesn't just pop out for anybody. The Emperor card does not pop out for anybody. It shows a mastery. You have this beautiful mastery about you. Maybe you don't recognize that or acknowledge that about yourself enough. And Spirit is saying, step into it, own it. To finish the reading, the future potential, 5 of Stones, 5 of Pentacles. Difficult. 5 of Pentacles is this feeling of being left behind, locked out, forgotten. You can see here it's like a sandstorm, right? And then there are these 2 characters here. Thing about the 5 of Stones is that there's always the ability to open the door, to find refuge. You just have to believe that you are worthy of that refuge and that there's somebody that is opening that door for you, even if that is Spirit. So it reminds me of a situation in my life where there's somebody, a Gemini, that I loved and continue to love, who believed that just there was nobody that would accept them for who they are. And I was always that person, but they couldn't see it. They couldn't accept it. They can accept it now, I think. But part of that, it's just like if somebody's opening the door, you have to walk through. You have to walk through. And Spirit wants me to say that. It's like, don't feel like you have to suffer in silence. Six of Tides, Six of Cups. Could be an old friend, someone from your past. This is a card of nostalgia, old friendships, childhood memories. So I'm saying there's somebody that could be opening the door for you. It could be somebody that has been with you and shown you and proven to you time and time again that they are your friend. They kind of sail by your side. So allow them access. It's almost like this. It's like allow them access to your heart. You can trust this person, right? Two cards came out as your advice from Spirit. Nine of Spires, Seven of Tides, Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can talk about being spoiled for choice. It's like we have all of these options in front of us. Which direction do we go? And the Nine of Spires, it can talk about anxiety and nightmare energy. We're really dealing with some dark issues right now. Obviously, if things are really, really dark, please seek professional help. If you feel that that's the right move for you, you have free will. But it's almost like, I don't know who this person is, because I see them here. Like, allow them to cast some light on the scenario. Right? Because I feel as though Spirit is saying, like, you've been dealing with some very rough patches, and there's somebody in your future energy. They're probably part of your energy right now, but in the future, it's almost like you're going to recognize them, or you're going to see them in a different way. Allow them to bring some light into the scenario. So let's read from the book, number 14. Truth be told. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gemini.